Welcome back to the channel, it's 9, and today we're going to be doing a pretty small update because we have State of Play coming up, so there probably isn't going to be any major announcements until we see that State of Play. But I did want to go over some information that has come out. Number one, we're going to talk about these State of Play leaks. It's going to be very brief. We're not going to dive deep into them. We're going to talk about PSVR 2 with a possible time frame on when this could come out and how many units they are shipping. We are also going to be talking about the leaked PS Plus games for June. Now, quickly, before we get into that, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel a ton. We're on the road to 9K. Now, let's get this started with the State of Play leaks. So there have been State of Play leaks floating around, and I wanted to quickly address this. These are all very, very clearly fake. If not for the picture itself being taken on a weird angle of a Word document on a computer screen, but also the titles listed, please, please, please don't put any faith into this. It will only disappoint you. I don't want to dive deep into why I believe these are fake. I think it just should be obvious that every time we get a State of Play, announcement, then all of a sudden we get people releasing these pictures of alleged leaked lists of titles that are going to be shown. It's pointless. Let's not entertain it. Let's just wait for State of Play to actually happen. And it just should be obvious, guys. Come on. It should be obvious that these lists, especially with the pictures, and they're just so typical. And we're always going to have them. Just like when we had the Xbox event get announced, all of a sudden we see all these alleged leaked lists of announcements that are going to be happening at the Xbox event. It's just, the timing is funny. Every time there's an announcement, all of a sudden we have these things leak out. So I just wanted to say, please, 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 don't believe any of these lists. None of these are legitimate. And honestly, if some of these come true, that does not verify the list in any way, shape, or form. So just wanted to quickly talk about that. Now let's move on to PSVR 2. We've got an update there. So Ming Chi Kuo, an analyst at Hong Kong-based TF International Securities, tweeted out, "My latest supply chain check suggests that the assembler and several component providers of PSVR 2 will start mass production with about 1.5 million units shipments in second half of 2022. Sony may launch it in Q1 2023, depending on the development schedule of PSVR 2 game titles." So let's break this down. If the source is correct, we can see 1.5+ million units ready for launch. The estimated launch period would be first quarter of 2023. This is also dependent on development progress for VR titles, as they want to launch with more than 20 games, and that's something that Sony said themselves, that they will be launching with more than 20 games. This is yet another source stating that a 2022 launch is not happening for PSVR 2, and the question rises, like, how legitimate is this source? And for me personally, I'm inclined to believe the source due to their track record, alongside other products as well from different companies that they have leaked as well. So this isn't something new for this particular person. But again, please don't take this as confirmation though, just in case. We never know. We don't know that for sure this is the exact details of everything, but it's pretty reasonable, and I think it's pretty believable as well. Now, lastly, we are going to be talking about the June PS Plus games that have leaked. Our typical monthly PS Plus leak has arrived. And as per usual, they seem to be accurate more than not, so I'm pretty inclined to believe this one as well. This month we are getting God of War, Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker, and Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Let's break this down. Not that there's much to break down, but if this is true, this is a solid lineup. And some may feel like a little ripped off because it's part of the PS Plus collection, but that is only available to PS5 owners, so this is something that will actually have the majority of PS Plus subscribers able to get this. This was previously on PS Now as well, so some people may confuse the PS Now availability to it being a PS Plus game. Regardless, with God of War Ragnarok on the horizon, it only makes sense for them to want to make this an available game. Some people will take this to mean that God of War Ragnarok is indeed very close to a release date and more announcements, of course. I think this is irrelevant. We already know that God of War Ragnarok is on the horizon. We already know that there's likely going to be some sort of reveal very soon, but yeah, I don't think this signifies anything in particular, but it does make sense for them to, drop this game on PS Plus for everyone to experience who has a subscription. And then, Ragnarok rolls around and they're like, oh, I want to play Ragnarok now, right? Not that they really need to push that, because this game is one of the most anticipated games coming up, and I think that that's quite clear and obvious. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Quick and short. There wasn't much to talk about, and I don't anticipate there's going to be much more until after State of Play, but I will let you guys know about anything that comes up as it happens. Anyway, let me know what you think about this PSVR 2 update, the State of Play leaks, and of course, the PS Plus games for June. As always, if you want to stay up to date on the latest PlayStation news and everything that's happening around the ecosystem, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, hit the like button, it helps the channel a ton, and share this video with a friend. You can also follow me on Twitter and Twitch, links will be in the description, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.